What's good, everybody? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a teleporter, and I'm going to be teaching you how to use it, and I'm also going to be teaching you how to make a jump pad. So let's get right into the video. All right, what's good, guys? So we're in studio right now, and sorry if my screen's a little bit wider than usual. It's because I have a really wide monitor, but I will zoom in on the video so it can, be a little bit more visible to you. So don't worry about it. So the first thing we're going to do is spawn in a teleport trigger. So you want to right click, go to new entity, go all the way down until you see trigger. After you see trigger, you want to click on teleporter, and then this will pop up. Now, if you're wondering if this happens to you, why your grid, it depends on your grid size. So let's just say you put it on, I don't know, 1 centimeter grid, like the 1. It's gonna be itsy tiny. It's going to be tiny. So what I need you to do is always build your blockouts either on 7, 8, or 9, just to be safe, or 6 if you want to. And it'll be, a block when you spawn it in, just to let you know. Hopefully I explained that well to you, but let's continue. So what you want to do after that is you want to resize the trigger to your liking. So I'm going to put it on the wall right here, and I'm going to make it maybe like this big, We're going to size it up here, like so. That's a pretty good size. And then we're gonna Control C, Control V to copy and paste. And then we're gonna drag it onto the other side. And then I already have a player start in here, so let me go on my rough map for player start. And we're gonna put our player start in the middle right here. And then we're gonna go back into our other rough map as well. And now we will continue. So what we're gonna do now for this is we are going to make it where when the player goes through this teleporter, he will end up at this teleporter. And when he goes through this teleporter, he will end up at this teleporter. So just like a loop. And also we'll be going over how to make cooldowns on the teleporter as well, so you can't immediately go through it. So what we're gonna do now is we are going to get a teleport destination. So what you want to do is you want to go to info here, and you want to find teleport destination right here. Click on that, and then you want to put it where the teleport is, where you want to end up. Let's just say this one is to this one, and when you go through this one, you want to end up right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you right here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to entity inspector here, and my little tab is up here, but I will resize just to make it a little bit bigger for you so you can see. So when you go in here, you want to scroll down, and first you want to click on your teleport entity first. You want to scroll down until you see destination under other teleporters. After you do that, you want to click on the little gray bar here, and then you see your little trigger you just added, their destination thing that we just added. You want to click on that, click select, and now it is designated to this guy. And then we're going to do the same thing for this dude. So you can just grab this guy, duplicate him, put him over here as well, and then make it where this guy is the destination. So this is teleport destination 2, so assign this guy to teleport destination 2. So we'll do the destination right here, click 2, and assign him. And now these two should have different destinations. And also, so you can also be visible, so you can know it's a teleporter and you don't have to guess where it is. I will do a solid, because I got some people that asked me this question a few times, and this is what I'm here for, to help you. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna add like a little effect. So in the rough maps tab, so you don't click on both of them, we're under game. I'm just gonna make a new rough map. Let's just say call it Tela. I don't know. So now since you got Tela, we're just gonna do that as the particle. So we're gonna add a particle on these things, so then you can tell it to teleporter. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in asset browser here, and you want to scroll down a little bit. You'll see model files and model assets. Right under notification objects, online functions, online perks, there will be particles. Click that little arrow down there, or right beside it, and then all these will pop up. The only thing you need to focus on is gameplay. Click on gameplay only. Now a bunch of stuff will pop up. Now what you want to do is you want to scroll down. Keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling, until you get to the T's. keep scrolling, you'll see teleporter. You'll start seeing teleporters. What you want to do is you want to click on teleporter spotty, and you want to drag that out. So just drag this guy out like this, and then a particle will be there. And to rotate it to so you don't have to just go like this and it's inaccurate, you can just hold control and rotate it on the grid, and then it will be perfectly straight. Now to change the color of the particle, you want to go in your entity properties here, or entity inspector, sorry, and then you want to click down on the arrow on render model. You see the color is white, click on the color. Now this color picker will pop up. You can literally give it any color you want. I'm not giving you, but if you want it to identify to the player, either it can be green or either it can be blue. Now, if you put it red, that's not really indicating to the player that, oh, I can go through this teleporter. But green and blue are usually something that can identify to the player if it's good or bad or not. So yeah, what we're gonna do now is for me, I like the color blue. So we're gonna give it the color blue. And whoops, and then we're gonna click OK. And then we're going to drag this guy in here. So there you go. Now he is a teleporter. And then you could do the same thing for the other teleporter. You could just rotate it like that. And then, yeah, there you go. Now you have a teleporter that has a particle in it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna play it, and I'm gonna show you how it works so you can get a good idea. So we're gonna click Control S for saving. That's a shortcut, and then it will save the map like this. Click Save All every time. Don't just click Save, because sometimes that has some issues. And then you wanna go to Build up here, and then do Slow Map Build. And I already have the map open because I just, I prepared for this video. After it builds it, you want to click Close, click on Engine here. And I'm going to go over this a lot of times because I know it's going to get a lot of confusing stuff going on with people, especially when they're new to modding. So you want to type in slow map, whoops. You want to type in slow map, space, and then your map. So my map is called Mover, for instance. So you want to type in Mover, or like I want to type in Mover, sorry. But whatever your map name is, type in slow map, space, then your map, and then click enter. And it will go black for a couple of seconds. It will take a little bit time when you first boot your map up, but when you boot it up again, it will be faster. So now since we're in the map now, you can see we have two teleporters. These teleporters should teleport us to different sides. So let's just say if I go in here, it should teleport me to this teleporter. If I go through here, it should teleport me to this teleporter. Now, when you teleport through, a teleport trigger, sometimes you will teleport facing literally the left side. To fix that, you have to figure out what teleporter is that teleporter, or what is causing that. So you have to rotate the trigger. So if I'm teleporting like this, and I'm teleporting to this side, it's both of them. And now we will rotate these guys. So if I'm looking this way, all you gotta do is just teleport it this way, and then it'll be straight. And then if you're teleporting the same way on this side, just rotate it on the same side that I did over there. So you wanna rotate it like this, and then click save. And then click slow map build like so. And then close. Then all you gotta do is click the little squiggle line you have on your keyboard. I forgot to mention that. I'll pop it up on the screen there. And then you click that, and then so you don't have to type in all your map again, just click the up arrow key on your keyboard like this, and then your map will pop up this, the thing you typed in again, so you don't have to type it again. As you can see, I have multiple maps here if I click that, so that's why it's really easy to do that. So you just click enter again, and then you'll be here again. So now when you teleport, you should be looking straight. Like that, and you get, it's like Portal. Pretty good game, you should try it. All right, since we got the teleporter down now, I made a little room with a blue stripe going up on it. And you're probably wondering, why would I need to do that for a bounce pad? Well, if you paid attention in Wicked's blockout video, there's a lot of explaining to do when it comes to that, but I will just be teaching you the triggers today. I'm not gonna be going over all of that. So if you wanna know, go back to this video that's on screen right now. But for right now, let's get back into what you actually want to know, in case other people want to know that. That's why I said it. All right, so first what you want to do is you want to do the same thing you did with the teleporter, but you want to go to any inspector here, or not entity, new entity, right click, new entity, then trigger, then bounce pad, and then same thing will pop up, but it will be orange. Now make it the grid size, or make it the size you want it to. So I'm gonna make it like this big, I'm gonna size it up just a little bit like that. Maybe make it a little bit lower. And then we are going to add another one that's like this little green box over here. We're gonna right click, new entity, trigger, and then we are going to, no, not trigger. We're gonna go to info here, and we're gonna go bounce destination. And then this guy will pop up. Then you wanna drag him to the destination that you want the player to end up. So let's just say I wanna put him, I don't know, like right here, maybe a little bit out. And now we're going to connect these two together so they can bounce the player up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to click on the trigger, we're going to scroll down, and then we're going to give the access to this guy. So we're going to click on same thing, destination, click on bounce pad destination 1, click select, and then this line will pop up. If it's red, that means it will not work because there's no way the player could go through here and end up right there. So we have to put the launch speed. So what we're gonna do is we're going to set the launch speed to about 10, or let's just say, you really gotta guess here, 30, and as you can see, it changes. So we're gonna set it to maybe 20 here, and now that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. So you could also set it to that, and then it will also change. If you change like how far it is off the ground, and then you click the trigger again, it'll reset it so it can be accurate. And now it works. What you want to do now is you can also set the flight time, but you don't really need to do that half of the time because it's not really needed unless you're trying to do something specific. Flight time just kind of means how long the player will be stuck in the air until he hits the ground. And there's also a few things in here you can change, like how the player maybe can't move when they're in the air or all that stuff. But that's not really important because all you really need to know is, oh, this is a bounce pad and it launches you up in the air. And also, if you want to change the sound, you can click on the launch effects here, and there'll be a bunch of sounds here that you can choose from. But I would just click, basic, because that's just the normal sound. And then now what we can do is we're gonna do the same thing with the particles with the teleporter. We're just gonna put it in the same ref map, doesn't really matter. We're gonna go down to particles here, where I told you last time, under online perks and all that stuff. Click on gameplay, and then it should be the first thing that pops up when you open it, is bounce pad gore, bounce pad destination, all that stuff. But mainly you wanna choose UAC, and then this guy will pop up. And then you wanna drag this guy in the middle right here. You can also change your grid to 1 so you can get it, if you want to get it like this, how to put it in a very certain spot, then you could put them on 1. And also, if you want to hide the triggers, just click FN5 and that will hide all of them so you don't see them all, and then you could do that. It also hides the particles and lights and all that stuff. So yeah, and then you want to change the color of this like we did with the teleporter to blue. So there you go. And then just to add a little bit, pizzazz on there if you want to. Then we'll add a little light on this guy as well. So if you want to add a light, I'll do a little solid by explaining a little bit about lights. You want to go to new entity, then you want to go to lights, and then you want to click on point light. And you want to drag the dude over here a little bit. You can click FN5 to hide it, and you could still move it. And then you want to make the light blue, obviously, so it can, because a bounce pad is emitting light. So just everything else. Put it on the ground here. And then let's just say you want to make the intensity. You can change the intensity by putting 3. But it's kind of a little bit too bright, so we'll put it to 2. And then cast shadows, you don't really need all that right now, but just put a light down if you want to. And then there you go. And now we will test it. So you want to press Control S for save, and it will save all. And then you want to slow build map, and then enter, and then you will pop into the map. And then now the bounce pad should launch you, like so. So that's basically all I want to teach you in this video. Teleporters, easy peasy lemon squeezy for you probably now, and then bounce pads. But like always, guys, be safe out there. You can do it, and keep going. I believe in you. There'll be more videos soon. See ya, and I will see you around.